Well, hi there, and it's the last day of this year, and this is when we're finally going to close the door on fear. And we kind of touched on it yesterday. That fear, it's kind of like on Monsters Inc. Really, they're in the closet, they're in your imagination. That fear is a substance, comes from your imagination. You imagine that is not going to work, that you're going to fail, that the sickness, the thing that doctors report and everything like that it's all fear-based. Hello, stop and think about it. All of those little fear monsters are nothing but comes from your imagination. And so we're going to take care of that. We're going to close the door. We're going to close that closet door. We're going to close this year out on everything that is fear-based. What is not of unconditional love, which is God, which is who you are. You're that fractal of God. So why the hell in the world do we have fear? I mean, yeah, there are those moments when fear comes in, but it comes in from this old program that still has some roots in that subconscious. And that is where you got to go. You got to take those, count to 10 at least, but you've got to take at least 3, 4, 5, whatever it takes, deep breaths. Out here with himself, Patches, and so he's way down there. Patches! Here he comes. And anyway, you got to take those deep breaths. You got to take responsibility for yourself. Good boy. Good boy. Because if you don't, here you go. Say hello. Yeah. Okay, you say, okay, you can go now. Good boy. Out. And you've got to take responsibility for your life. You breathe it. Nobody else is going to take responsibility for it. So here is how you take control over fear of intrepidation. Take those deep breaths. Relax your body and your mind. If it takes 3, 5, 10 deep breaths, do whatever it takes. Go lock yourself in the bathroom. Go get away from whatever it is. Oh, take those deep breaths. Get to that place where you have calm. I told you, get into your little bag of goody words. Worms, yeah. Words. Wonderful. I love you. I love you. I love you. Isn't it wonderful? And so it is. Get back to that place where you're rooted and grounded in that peace and that love of God for you. Recognize where that fear is. Is it because you have a history of lack? Is it because you have a history, or your family has a history of cancer or arthritis or whatever it is? What do you have? A history of poor relationships? Whatever it is it a history of nervousness, not being able to just relax, of loneliness, can't just be alone by yourself and love yourself and enjoy yourself? Whatever it is, this is how we shut the door on those fear monsters. We take those deep breaths, we relax, we go to that place. What is it that is the underlying thing that is causing this fear? What is it? And then you deal with it. You say, this is what it is. It's a fear of lack. It's a fear of not being able to pay my bills. And then you go to that root of the problem. Because this is not something new. This has happened, before in your life, where it comes to finances. You're afraid, there is a fear. You might even have quite a bit of greed in your life because its foundation is a fear of lack. So you go there, You recognize where it comes from. You recognize it. And you say, you know what? This poverty mentality, this fear of lack, it is not me, because me is I am. This me is this fractal of God. That spirit that is you is God. It is what you are conscious of. And what you are conscious of is what you're going to have more of. That is what you are focused on, is what you're going to have more of. So this fear, this intrepidation, this is not you. This is from that old carnal nature, the negative Nancy house, all right? And you've got to deal with it. You recognize what it is, this, and why it is. And then you go, you know, I recognize you. It's energy. It's a frequency. It's a vibration that has been a part of you. And that is what you just keep manifesting. So you recognize it. I recognize this fear of lack. I recognize it. And you know what? This is not me. I love you for showing me who I am not. This is not who you are. And then you take it and you go, as if it's a ball of energy, which is really what it is. And you release it. And transmute it into pure light. You release it and let it go down under that bridge of forgetfulness and forgiveness. That's the other thing. Forgive and forget. For no matter what the reason was, no matter what the cause was, forget it by forgiving it. Forget it by forgiving. Forgiving and get rid of it. That's how you pull it up from the roots. And then you just go, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that I am abundance. I always have more than enough. And you keep on saying that. That is your mantra, because you're reprogramming, you're rewiring the brain. That's what you gotta do. So when you catch those thoughts and those emotions that are taking you back down that negative trail, that's not love. That's why we take those deep breaths. And we relax and we go to this place, an attitude of gratitude. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that I am abundance, that all my needs are met. And you just stay there and you stay there and you keep repeating that until it becomes you. The Old Testament used to say, you know, eat my words, eat the words. And so what does that mean? They chewed on it. They meditated on it. That is exactly what you got to do with these so-called mantras, these things, you know, the things that you wish, that all your dreams and stuff, you meditate on that and that becomes you. That is how it becomes you, because you see yourself there. You feel yourself there. And that is the substance of faith, things hoped for, the evidence of nothing. You see it in your imagination, and that's what it's all about. Patches! Sorry. And that's what it's all about. And it's that simple. We've gone over it before. Know what you want. Get those dreams. Start meditating, visualizing, seeing yourself there, feeling yourself there. And you know, you just keep saying, and so it is, and so it is. Isn't it wonderful? It is so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you train the brain and you get your heart involved. You start feeling it, you see it, you feel it. Oh, isn't it wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That is one of the words that I use when I'm developing something. And an attitude of gratitude is like, oh, it's just so wonderful. It just feels so good. And this is what the mystical, the spiritual is all about. This is what manifestation is all about. Recognizing who you are, I am, and what you want. And then you visualize it, you see it, you start living in it. It is a part of you already. So that's how we close the door on those negative monsters in the closet. So that's what we do. So you know what? So now we've closed the door on all that negative energy, all those negative monsters. You know how to do it. So slow down and just apply what we have shared. And that way you close the doors, and that way you start the new year without fear. As a new year is going to be super, 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 supernatural. And it is because you make it that way. You make it awesome because you are so unconditionally loved, and perfect love casts out all fear. So as you grow and understand in that height, length, depth, width, breadth of the love of God for you and who you are that love, then it is an awesome, awesome, awesome new year already. So until tomorrow, until next year, I love you, and we'll see you soon.